Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is xAnacristinaaa, and if you're new, welcome. Today we are doing a full face of one brand, and that brand is Wet n Wild. It is one of my favorites in the drugstore. So if you guys are interested in seeing what products I used and what worked for me and what didn't, then just keep on watching. I'm like over the top excited for this video. Okay, so I did want to go ahead and start off by saying I personally love drugstore makeup. And I mean that in so many ways. And I mentioned this before in my live video. Like, God forbid you lose your makeup. God forbid your foundation bottle breaks. God forbid you go on vacation and your makeup bag didn't travel with you. What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Whatever the situation may be, you always gonna have something at the drugstore where it's your go-to. And especially when it comes to a brand. And one of my go-to brands is Wet n Wild and Maybelline. Some of the things are everyday products that I use, and some of the other things are first impressions. We're gonna go ahead and start off by putting our base on, and we're gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, the color Golden Beige. I absolutely love this foundation. You guys have seen it in all of my videos, and I use this by itself or in combination with other foundations. And surprisingly, I actually really like this applicator. I think that, I mean, if this is for personal use, I think it's pretty cool to just be able to like put it on your face without having a dirty your forearm. Realized I forgot to prime my skin. Like, legit forgot to prime my skin. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with a wet beauty blender. There's actually a lot of things that I love about this foundation. Aside the fact that it is medium to full coverage, it's definitely matte and long lasting. I've worn this foundation for a long period of time. It's always stayed put into the T at all times. But in addition to that, it also says that it's flashback tested, so that means in photography it also looks really, really good. So this is definitely one of my go-tos. Next, we're gonna go ahead and move on to eyebrows. This is definitely a first for me, and even just like moving out of my comfort zone. I'm not whatsoever used to using a pencil on my eyebrows. I, for the most part, always use a gel pomade. So today we're gonna be using the Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. I actually just bought this in the medium brown color. And I actually had no idea that they had eyebrow pencils, or any brow products at that, because I definitely know that they don't have a pomade, because I've actually checked and they don't. It's definitely a lot thicker, and on the other side it has a spoolie. Okay, I can already tell you I don't like this. I feel like it doesn't give me the sharp edge that I like it at the top. I mean, the color is definitely very, very to the T, my type of shade. But I just don't like the finish that it's giving the top of my eyebrow. Next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is clean up these babies, and we're gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. The color Light Ivory. This is fairly light. I actually really feel that they don't have that much color selection. I feel that they are more on the pinky side as well, so we'll see. Oh, and I'm gonna be using some new brushes. I'm actually really, really excited. They're all eye brushes, and I did get one face, but we are gonna be cleaning up our eyebrows with the small concealer brush to clean up our eyebrows. This brush is so soft, and it just glides the concealer right on. I really, really like this. And you guys know I use a synthetic brush already for not only my eyebrows but to cut my crease, so I'm definitely going to be digging into this brush a lot. And then we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes with that same concealer. Now that the eyes are primed, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into eyeshadow. I picked this baby up. It is the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air, or Rosè in the Air. Rosè in the Air palette. I think it looks exactly like the Modern Renaissance. I truly feel like it is identical. Like if I were to pull this baby, like if I were to pull this palette out next to the Modern let's do that. Let's do it and let's find out. Seriously, it's identical. Like a Modern Renaissance dupe, like all day, every day. So mine's a little bit beat up. Don't judge me. I think all of our palettes are beat up. So this is what the Modern Renaissance looks like, and this is what this, like, seriously, it looks identical, like to the T. Obviously a lot less shadow colors, but for the most part it's fairly identical. We are also going to use more of these brushes. We are going to use the crease brush, and there's two crease brushes. They're two different sizes. We're going to go ahead and put these brushes to the test. This is definitely more of a fluffier crease brush, and this one here is more of a dense crease brush. So let's go ahead and dig into the fluffier one first, and we're going to jump into that transition shade. I actually think it's pretty cool about this palette is that in the back it somewhat gives you a diagram in regards to like what eyeshadow color goes where, and I think it's really cool for beginners. If you're looking to see like where does all of these eyeshadows go and where's the placement, I think that this is something that's really, really cool. Let alone, as you guys can see, that was literally one sweep and the eyeshadows are super pigmented. And this brush is so soft. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump into that more orange transition tone. We're gonna use a lot of the eyeshadow colors in this palette. We're gonna go ahead and layer them up and see what we come up with. Next thing is we're gonna go ahead and jump into that more orangey tone, and we're gonna jump into that smaller fluffy brush. As you guys can see, it's a lot smaller. Remember, since we're doing drugstore, I definitely want to be a little bit more descriptive in regards to the placement of my eyeshadows. This one, like, I want to put this right in the bone. Right where you feel that bone is where your actual crease is. We're going to go ahead and try to concentrate it in that area and not bring it up as far as we brought out this one. Like right in the middle of where your eyebrow bone starts. Like that socket and that hole. I feel like these eyeshadows are so pigmented. Seriously, the color payoff that I'm getting right now is ridiculous. Next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is jump into that darker tone right here, and we're gonna put this in the outer crease. And we are blending this color really far out. I do feel that this darker color right here is a little bit less pigmented, but really, really blendable, and I feel like it's very, very buildable. So it's really good to start light and then build it up. Everything has blended so beautifully. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is actually jump into that hot pink color right here. With that same brush, we're gonna go ahead and put that right over in that second third of the eye. Now I'm kind of mad that I didn't use this in my crease because this is absolutely beautiful. I'm seriously obsessed with this pink. You'll feel that this eye look needs to be cleaned up, and you know me and my cut crease. So we are jumping it back into that concealer and cutting our crease with that first eyeshadow brush that we cleaned up our eyebrows originally. We are going back in with that purple. Cannot love this part. And we're gonna go ahead and transition that in, where it's really gonna make that purple pop. And now with this champagne color right here, we are gonna go ahead and grab that flat shader brush, and we're gonna go ahead and put that right on the lid. I really wanted to go in with that eyeshadow dry just because I really wanted to see the pigmentation, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cinematte setting spray. Go ahead and pick up that eyeshadow and put it right over. And the reason that I didn't do this before is because I wanted to use the dry eyeshadow to set my concealer when I cut my crease. Yeah, and it definitely makes it way more foiled. So now now that the lid is cut, we just want to make sure that that purpley color is blended in. So now that the eyeshadow is done, let's go ahead and finish our face and we'll come back to our eyes later. So now going back into the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and Corrector, we're going to go ahead and conceal under our eyes. This is definitely a highlighting color for me because it's really, really light, but it's okay because my my foundation isn't all that light to begin with. So that concealed fairly nice. I don't have any complaints just yet. I don't feel like it's my shade. I do wish it was a little bit lighter. Not lighter, definitely not lighter. A little bit more yellow base. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the second coat right in here just to guarantee that my under eye is definitely fully concealed. Alright guys, so we are trying something different today. We are gonna set our under eyes, and normally I set my under eyes with a translucent powder. I didn't buy one, or I didn't see that they had one. I'm not sure if they do. Comment down below if Wet n Wild does have a translucent powder, because I definitely didn't see it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. I don't know why this is considered a bronzer, because watch. How sway? Like seriously, this is bright. Like this is white. This is nowhere near in any possible way a bronzer. Let's see what color is this. It says bronzer SPF 15. Great. Reserve your cabana. It is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and use it to set our under eye. So I am grabbing my wet beauty blender and just dipping in and picking up that. Do you guys see that? What the? Okay, so I mean I have to do the other eye because at this point I'm fucked. You know what this looks like? This looks like a highlighter. I literally feel like I just put a highlighter under my eyes. This is full blown a highlighter. Like it has some type of shimmer on it. How? Why? Like, why am I putting myself through this situation right now? Like, alright, so I have no idea how we're gonna fix this, but we are jumping into the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette. I love this. I have 100 of these, used and abused. I go through them. As a matter of fact, I have it right here because I wasn't gonna open it. I just wanted to show it to you to show you what it was gonna be like. But I normally kill and destroy this color, but today we're jumping into this one to set our face. I apparently did not buy a setting. I don't even think I need to set it. I don't feel like I need to set. I don't. Like my foundation literally feels dry, but I normally always do set my foundation. So we're gonna go ahead and skip out on setting our face, but we are gonna jump into this color, which I originally should have used to set or brighten or do something to these under eyes because I look ridiculous. So I should have just got a setting powder. Seriously, this is ridiculous. I just felt like all of the photo focus ones were way too pink and I don't vibe with that. So, alright, so this is obviously turning into a complete fail of a makeup. Like, my eyes were, I mean, let's not talk about my eyebrows, but at least my eyes were decent. Next, we are gonna go ahead and contour. And I did purchase a contouring, what's called powder brush, but it's really, really big. But it's okay. So we're gonna jump into that more bronzy color, and this is in the color, by the way, Dulce de Leche. I seriously love this bronzer. Like, I use this regularly. I'm putting it mainly like on the corner of the brush just because I don't want to make my contour all that wide. We're gonna go back into the, that light color and with that wet sponge. cut our cheeks. In the meantime, we're gonna jump into blush. We are gonna use the Wet n Wild Coloricon in the color, the blush in the color Pearlescent Pink. And we're gonna use that same brush. Super pretty. Little goes a long way with this brush. Let's go ahead and just dust this off real quick. Next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is do our eyeliner. I am using the Wet n Wild Proline Felt Tip eyeliner, and it looks like this. Okay, it all came apart, but it is a felt tip. Just trying to put it back in place. These are for the most part the type that I like to use, and I like to make sure that it is flowy and running before I put it on my eyes. Okay, like this is super mega dry. Like seriously, like it's not even. Look, what is it? What is this? Like again, let's just use it like this. Let's try it again. I cannot do this shit to save my life. Seriously, I'm gonna turn it around. I don't know if you guys have ever done that with your eyeliner. Get it all over yourselves. Wipe it off. See, all of the pigment is coming off on my hands. I'm sorry, but I have to like throw this shit out. Like, and obviously grab a wipe. Wet n Wild wipes, just saying. I wasn't playing. But you guys do have to, excuse me, I have to go grab another eyeliner because obviously that one is just not working for me whatsoever. Like complete flop. I'll be right back. Alright guys, off camera I put on my eyeliner and my lashes because we all know that that was a flop. So next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is do our under eye. So we are jumping into the last brush that I got, which is the Smoky Liner brush. Remember, these are all 99 cents. And it's a really, really small brush that's gonna allow us to really get in there and smoke out that under eye. So we're gonna be using the same tones. We're gonna start off with this color first. This time though, this brush is really, really nice because it fits right into that bottom lash line. Really, really nice. Next thing we're gonna jump into is this purpley color right here. Same brush. We're gonna jump into that brow color. Put this right on our brow bone. Probably one of my favorite steps in my entire makeup routine, and it's setting my eyebrows. I used this for the first time in one of my live videos on Instagram the other day, and I'm ready to try it out again and see if I still feel the same things that I felt on that day. And this is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara, just to set your eyebrows. And it's in the color Nothing But Bru-Nette. Okay, so this product alone is extremely, extremely wet. Like I feel my eyebrows wet right now as we speak. And it's not something that I normally feel. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's not something that I normally feel on my eyebrows. But I feel like they feel toasty, and I remember on that day, like hours later, my eyebrows still felt very, very toasty. So, to be honest, I mean, today alone specifically, it saved my eyebrows. Like this shit, where is it at? This little eyebrow pencil, this is not sufficient for me. I don't do my eyebrows with pencils. I can't. Like I physically feel that I'm incapable of doing my eyebrows the way that I like to do them with an eyebrow pencil, let alone this one. So today specifically, the Ultimate Brow Mascara did save my eyebrows on today's look. So I am happy about that, but will I use it every day? Maybe not, but I will definitely have it as a backup just in case, because as you see, they do look fairly decent after applying them. So that's that. If you guys don't already know, I love doing white eyeliner or nude eyeliner in my inner rim. I feel like it opens up my eyes and makes them look bigger and brighter. So I am today using the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon Poreless, Poreless, whatever. It's a nude eyeliner, and let's go ahead and put it in our rim. Now that the eyes and the face are done, I do want to go ahead and set this off. We are again using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Thin Matte setting spray. The last two steps, we are jumping into highlighter. We are using the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder. I absolutely love this. It's used and abused. It's one of my favorite drugstore highlighters, and this is the color Precious Petals. To that, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with one of that flat shader brushes, and we're going to go ahead and put this in our inner tear duct. Then guys, we are jumping into lips. This is the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner, and the color Bear to Comment, and it is a retractable lip liner, and it's fairly pink from what I remember, but super pigmented. This is a Wet n Wild lipstick. It doesn't have any type of description of what kind of lipstick it is, but it is in the color Never Nude, and it is a pretty nude color. And top it with some gloss. This is just a clear gloss. I don't even know why I have this, but this is the Wet n Wild Megalicks lip gloss, and obviously it's in the color Clear. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? There's definitely a lot of hits and misses in this look. I definitely want to give a shout out to this eyeshadow palette. I think it killed it. I loved the way that it performed. I felt like it completely blended out beautifully from beginning to end. The eyeshadows are super pigmented, and to be honest with you, this color right here, I'm living for. I really thought that these eyeshadow brushes and this face brush were a complete hit. I'm actually gonna go out and just purchase all of them, just because I do feel that they're a great add-on to your collection, let alone they are very soft, and they picked up the color beautifully and dispersed the bronzer and powders really nice as well. So I'm definitely obsessed with these. And of course, I do want to go ahead and bring my already holy grails, which is the Megaglo highlighter and contouring palette. These are staples in my makeup collection, and I use these on the regular. But of course, last but not least, I do want to go ahead and talk about the complete flops that we had, and it is the Wet n Wild bronzer. This is not a bronzer. Like, seriously, this is not a bronzer. Like, how? I was not expecting it to be a brightening highlighting effect, especially under my eyes. So hopefully I got a chance to fix it. I'm not necessarily sure how it's reflecting on camera, but this was a complete flop. Brow pencil is definitely a no-go for me. In addition to the eyeliner, as you saw, it was super dry and ridiculous, so there goes that. The blush, beautiful color, dispensed tons of it, but you know, nothing that completely wowed me. But of course, honorable mention, this is my baby. But aside from that, guys, we are pretty much all set. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, definitely mention what other one brand tutorials you guys want to see. I definitely enjoyed making this and trying out everything that a brand has. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.